Sonia lost her mum and her aunt within days of each other to the virus. Her family is of a Pakistani Muslim heritage, which often means hundreds of people gather for a funeral to pay their respects.
A month on, I went on Friday to the graveyard, and it's hard for me to accept not seeing my mum around, or because I haven't grieved, I haven't hugged my brothers or sisters, I haven't hugged my dad, so I don't feel like I've let it out.
She believes government messages on lockdown and keeping safe just didn't reach communities like hers.
What is being done for those people, those ethnic minorities, is the word getting out to them? That's my worry, that I don't think it's getting out to them.
There isn't a family that will not tell you that they've not lost someone.
Just a few streets away,
There is.
Sharon
Fucking hundreds of us.
7 people close to her.
Thousands of us.
Coronavirus.
I've lost my uncle Dante, my oldest daughter.
Not to coronavirus, you haven't?
Grandfather. We've had one family in the area that lost mum, dad, and a sister. I worry about what do we do with our grief, you know?
Experts say the virus doesn't discriminate. But here, there's a story of disparity
It does.
in places where Black, Asian,
Don't fucking
and
exist.
ethnic communities live. Shabnam Mahmood, BBC News.
Let's talk now to Dr. Sonia Adesara, who is an NHS doctor. She's
Tell you something, I've just been watching
She signed a letter
10 minutes of this before I've even switched my camera on.
Independent public inquiry into deaths.
And all they were doing was chatting the fucking New World Order.
Ethnic minority backgrounds. Dr. Adesara, hello to you.
Telling you not to use cash, use contactless.
An independent public inquiry.
What the fuck's a virus got to do with contactless?
Review.
It's pushing the cashless society.
So the disproportionate deaths that we're seeing among Black and ethnic minorities is something that
Think
many of us
fucking
suspected.
thick.
But the ONS statistics that have come out over the past 2 weeks, and also some larger studies, have painted a really sobering picture. So we know that Black and ethnic minorities are dying at much higher numbers. We also know that
Public inquiry.
patients and those living in the most deprived areas are dying at much greater numbers.
What use is the public inquiry when you've got fucking
with a scientific review, but we're
corrupt people who will be doing the inquiry?
As we believe that will have a broader scope to look at the wider.
You're dealing with government here. The fucking government's put us in lockdown.
We know that racial disparities,
Corruption.
disparities in health between racial
Who are
groups
corrupt.
have existed for a long time in this country.
Proved even more now that our government is absolutely corrupt.
A more extensive inquiry to look at the wider.
She wants a fucking inquiry.
Right, so what, sorry, what do you mean by wider factors? I'm not clear why Public Health England wouldn't look at those as well. It depends what you mean by them. What do you mean?
Yeah, so I think, there's been discussions over the past couple of weeks about the social and economic factors that have led to why Black and ethnic minorities are at higher risk from getting this virus. So we know that Black and ethnic minorities are more likely to live in overcrowded housing, less likely to have access to open space, more likely to live into poverty. But I do think we need to be asking deeper questions, as in, why is it that we have those inequalities?
What's the motive of this? There's always a motive for something. That's what you need to think about.
Why is it that Black and ethnic minorities?
Why are they talking about black and ethnic minorities? What's the motive for this? For this piece of news to be said? What's the motive? That's what we need to think about.
Low-paid occupations like taxi drivers, our transport workers, our care sectors. Again, these are occupations that are predominantly
all about giving them a bit more handouts and stuff like that, is it? And more housing or something.
Why isn't it back in
There's always an excuse.
Reliant on these insecure, low-paid work. But then also, the ONS statistics have showed that it's
it'd be
for social deprivation,
a lot more caring for the ethnic minorities.
At higher risk. As we are asking for to look into wider issues around racial inequality within our healthcare system, and also racial inequality within our NHS.
Right, okay, so
these are issues that we've known about actually for a long time, and institutional racism within the NHS is a problem that we've known about for a long time. So we're looking for these wider issues to be looked into.
Okay, so Professor Jonathan Van Tam, who's the Deputy CMO of England, has been asked at least a couple of times at the daily briefing about this particular issue, and that black and other people from ethnic minorities being disproportionately affected and dying from coronavirus. He said
nobody can die from coronavirus, you fucking stupid bitch.
Thorough review, and they need to take their time, and they need to get it right. And he pointed out that he himself was a member of an ethnic minority. Do you not trust him?
It's not about trust, but I think...
Funny, isn't it, how everyone's... Shitloads of people are dying from news when you see news.
We've had audits in the past by...
Folk on saying they've lost this, lost that, and yet...
Audits under Theresa May,
in your own area, everywhere over fucking YouTube, you can't find any fucker telling you. Any fucker's died from it.
Why do you need another one then?
So we are looking into the wider...
No one round here near me's fucking had it, or died of it.
Here, and that's
turn telly on. Oh, there's people died of it. Shows. Media bullshit. Media lies. Media bullshit.
Will be, I guess we're trying to take it one step forward. So we have already exposed that the problem exists, and the ONS statistics that are coming out are exposing that the problem exists. And having a independent public inquiry will be able to take it one step forward, one step further, to look into why
corruption, investigating corruption.
Why do we have these inequalities?
That works, doesn't it?
Why do we have these inequalities in the NHS? Why do we have still have a problem of institutional racism within our NHS?
Racism? Oh, fuck off with your racism.
That's wider than a scientific inquiry. That's a political inquiry. And I think there's been precedent.
It gets me, doesn't it? These people all fucking want live here and pile here into this fucking country. And then when they arrive here, they start banging on about fucking racism. You know what do, don't you? Don't come fucking live here.
I've exposed the problem, but we need to take it 2 steps forward. We need to acknowledge and understand the underlying...
Fuck me, can you imagine me fucking in Iraq?
We need a real...
Raising me fucking head above the parapet, fucking moaning that I'm being racially fucking attacked. They'll probably fucking shoot me.
And racial discrimination within our healthcare system and in wider society as well.
I have a statement here from the Department of Health and Social Care. Any death from this virus is a tragedy. We're working incredibly hard to protect the nation's public health. We're aware that this virus has sadly appeared to have a disproportionate effect on people from BAME backgrounds.
Having a disproportionate effect on it all. The bullshit effect.
Their risk. We've commissioned Public Health England to better understand the different factors like...
Everyone's on lockdown for fucking nothing. There is no fucking virus as far as I'm aware.
This virus and its impact, the more we will be able to protect lives and limit the spread. The review will also...
She's just another fucking arsehole pushing the bullshit.
To existing health records to draw down accurate data such as ethnicity,
Victoria, Derbyshire.
describe the association with COVID-19 cases.
Used to like watching her, probably won't anymore. Now I know she's fucking part of pushing the lies.
Thank you, Dr. Sonia Adesara, who was like
certainly shook up me
into why black and
who I'm going to be viewing on telly from now on.
UK by COVID-19. Now, education officials in England
like fucking people like
to limit class sizes.
He used to like fucking Tom Hanks.
If some pupils return next month, ministers want reception year 1 and year 6 children to start first.
I'll never watch a fucking movie of his again.
Signed a petition to allow parents a choice
You lying
on
bastard.
whether or not to send their children back to school. The largest education union in the UK, the NEU, has described the government's plan as reckless. The National Education Union's Joint General Secretary is Dr. Mary Bousted, and we can talk to her now. Hello, Dr. Bousted.
Hello.
Why is the guidance reckless?
We termed reckless, not the guidance that was produced last night. The term reckless was used when Boris Johnson made his announcement on Sunday without any guidance.
Fucking locking us down with reckless, love.
Reckless is because it's introducing far too many children into school too quickly before we have other safeguards in place to stop there being the spread of coronavirus in schools.
Class sizes will be no more than 15 people.
To some children, but also to all.
Well, what's the difference if you were 16 people or 14 people?
Coronavirus spread in the community.
It's a fucking joke, all this is. It's a fucking laughing stock. Everyone sits back. Like it's fucking normal though. Don't question it, all these fucking bozos.
We think the key issue is...
Don't even question it.
Two key issues which we have with the government and with the guidance. The first is, well, with the guidance really, the first is that you can have up to 15 pupils in a class. We don't think that it's possible to practice social distancing for children or for adults with 15 pupils in a class. No other European country which has come back after.
It's not fucking possible anyway, for fucking the average Joe Blogs out walking the fucking streets.
Denmark. They haven't come back with these numbers of pupils. We think there should be a maximum of 10. And
there's a big aim for the social distancing people.
For infant schools, because if you get reception,
because they've been reinforcing it from day one.
Well, infant schools are
social distancing, social distancing.
Virtually
the new normal, the new normal.
With the children who are least, just simply won't be able to recognise.
It's because of when they introduced the full
amounts of physical care from staff.
Global fucking prison grid
function in a safe way
of when they want you to be tracked.
At the same time, they don't have
so you get it used to in your head to be away from everybody else, so we can all be identified as individuals.
Okay. And so
that's what social distancing is for.
Regularly cleaning the school, whether it's an infant or a primary, regularly cleaning the school, getting pupils to wash their hands regularly, desks apart as much as possible. You know, that's sort of less of an issue with a very, you know, with reception, I suppose. Staggering break and lunchtime, staggering assembly, staggering drop-off and collection time.
It's a joke, man. Getting kids fucking
groups of children together
first part of their lives, and you're teaching them all this shit.
The use of shared toys and items. By doing all those things, the guidance says, it will create an inherently safer system where the risk of transmission of infection is substantially reduced.
I think those things may reduce this rate of infection, but no one should underestimate how difficult that is to do in school with children. You know, we all know children don't wash their hands properly. We know that children...
Well, they shouldn't. It's part of keeping your immune system.
Idea about social distancing, and
it helps to keep your immune system.
It's not so important with reception.
What do you do when you're playing out in the dirt and all that? Like we used to when we were kids.
Did they have desks?
Yeah.
We used to play out in all the muck and eat fucking worms and all sorts. My gran used to watch us.
But, you know, saying that...
having worms in his mouth. I'm still here.
Toys should be shared as little as possible. That children, you know, you can't really... It's very, very difficult to create a clean environment in a school, particularly amongst younger children.
Keep your immune system up, not wash it away.
I mean, it definitely is difficult. We spoke to a teacher from Denmark earlier.
You've got to think, though, what the government want you to do.
For example,
everything they're telling you to do is the opposite of what's good for you.
And it takes 20 minutes. It takes a long
wash this, wash that, wash this. What's the opposite?
They've got sinks outside.
What's good for you? Don't wash nothing away. Keep your immune system up. They want you wearing a mask. What's the opposite?
And that's great.
It's good for you not to wear a mask. Go out and get fresh air.
It could be proved if there was a reasonable assurance.
Everything they tell you do is wrong.
There's not a danger of them
social distancing. They want you to do that. That's all in the name of their global plan.
Because we see how important
when they start tracking you.
To parents getting back to work, they're absolutely vital.
But are you asking for something that can't be given? Zero chance of a child transmitting the virus to an adult. Right, okay, what are you asking?
No, there's always risk.
Yes.
We want it to be mitigated as much as possible. Now, let me just talk about Denmark and the difference between our education system and Denmark.
Yeah.
Denmark has a much lower pupil-teacher ratio, so there are far more teachers for fewer pupils. The classrooms are much larger. Denmark's rigidly stuck to a 2-metre social distancing in schools. The government's really said, with 15 in the class, that this will not be required. Denmark has provided a lot of extra money for extra staff in school, to supervise hand washing, to provide the extra sinks and the extra equipment. So it's been done in a very, very measured way. And Denmark went back. Well, Denmark never had the rate of infection that we had. And when schools went back in Denmark, there were 19 people in hospital with COVID. So you have to be very careful with these international comparisons. And you can't assume that what
they're even pushing it that you should go out and wear a fucking... everyone should be wearing a face mask.
Of course, size of population, Denmark's got 5 million, we've got 66 million.
I won't be wearing no face fucking mask over my dead body.
Some of the inventive ideas that they have come up with to try and...
breathing in my own fucking carbon dioxide. What do you do if you have a panic attack? You grab a fucking paper bag, and some people do.
And you would do that,
and start hyperventilating from a paper bag, don't you?
If Charles dead or anything,
Well, like you won't be doing that all day long with a face mask on.
I'm not saying there needs to be no risk, but there has to be an acceptable risk. We have to look very closely at this government guidance. We are unhappy about 15 children in the class. And you know what? I think the number of parents who signed that petition show that they are unhappy about that as well. They want their children to remain safe. I mean, there's just
fucking petitions on no go nowhere, love. Fuck me.
University of East Anglia last week.
We're all fucking signed for come out of fucking the EU. Brexit, remember? How far did that get us? 3 years later, we're still not fucking out. She thinks a shitty little school petition's getting fucking wet.
So if we're going to have schools opening, we need to do that in the safest way possible. And we're saying we need to work with
we're dealing with corrupt governments.
We need to be involved in,
they don't give a flying fuck about us now. If this doesn't woke people's eyes up, nothing will.
Any of us want is a second spike, and we know if we don't do this right,
they've shut down a fucking country, fucked up the economy, businesses are getting be lost, people's livelihoods are fucking vanishing under us fucking noses, people are committing suicide, what you're not even hearing about, due to the lockdown. People aren't getting operations, what they were due to get. Some could be life-saving, so they'll die anyway, or have died, due to the lockdown.
Particularly in infant schools, but also in primary schools, it is, we think, too soon.
No one's been told about
that. Okay. Thank you very much for your time today. Thank you, Dr. Mary Bastard from the National Education Union. Now, the National Crime Agency says at least 10 tonnes of Class A drugs have been seized globally over the past 6 weeks as gangs move supplies in greater quantities than before. But
you'd go to Bill Gates' warehouse.
Gangs and drug crime, the lockdown is actually giving them a break.
Plenty of drugs there.
Hope that they will never go back. Our Home Affairs
vaccine drugs what'll fucking kill you.
An early morning wake-up call in East London. Police on the trail of drug gangs.
A lot of social distancing going on there.
Almost 600 arrests. These raids took place as the coronavirus began to spread, and more.
Did it?
It's all about
it hasn't spread in my town.
London, and dealing with drug trafficking, street dealing, and all the acquisitive crimes, the violence, the antisocial behaviour that comes
with violence, antisocial behaviour. Every fucking been on lockdown, so that's a load of bullshit.
With police in South London, there are over 300 gangs in the capital. They stop a suspected dealer.
Relax your hand now. Well, there's a fucking gang there, ragging that guy out of the car.
Stop drug dealing,
cop gang.
Crime, but the criminals are on the back foot for now.
There are far less cars on the streets, far less movement of people, and so therefore, if no drug dealers are seen moving from A to B, they stick out more often, they stick out more.
So increased risk for gangs, but the price of heroin has doubled. There's money to be made.
The drug supply chain is driven by greed. They don't stop when in times like this, and even in a pandemic, they're still moving.
You know, they're talking about drug dealers driven by greed. What do you think fucking government are driven by? Greed. Taking all money off fucking taxpayer.
So the streets are
it's all greed. Tax, in that greed.
Finding it easier to spot suspects who venture out. And for some of those who are lying
you're a fucking public slave against work, so the fucking government can tax you and take half your fucking wages.
It's been a really profound, reflection.
No greed going on there, then, eh?
About their futures.
Brixton youth worker Mohammed Hashi says this could be a turning point for vulnerable young people caught up in drugs and violence.
Because they're living in such a fast manner in terms of their lifestyle, they never really get that time to kind of slow down and really digest where their actions are taken, and whether it's a significant sentence in jail, whether it's carrying weapons. And I think
well, if people are in better living standards
when the lockdown measures are relaxed, will we know if
and comfortable standards, I don't think Britain would need to be involved in drugs whatsoever. It's only government's creation, isn't it?
Danny Shaw, BBC News in South London.
Poor living, poor quality of life.
Joanna Gosling will be here with you at the top of the hour for the latest headlines from the UK and around the world. This is BBC News. Now it's time for a look at the weather. Here's Matt Taylor.
Hello there. Another